On the 22nd of April, Alistair Darling will be giving the 2009 budget. We're asking people on the street what taxes they'd like to have changed and what more the government could be doing to help the current economic situation.
But tax too high, mate.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. You're working too much and this is taking a lot of tax. But maybe if they put the tax in the environment, it would be really nice.
I think we should change stamp duty. That's a shocking tax.
Is it lowered?
Lowered, I think we should get rid of it altogether.
Given that people aren't buying houses at the moment, if that, I think, would be a real sweetener for people to start buying. That's the same for us, isn't it? We want to look to move, but we're holding off. And if we thought that we'd have a period of, say, a year where there was no stamp duty, I think we'd really seriously start looking.
I don't really get into all that stuff. I just kind of, as it comes, basically, kind of think so.
I'd like to see probably lower income taxes. People haven't got much money at the moment, so that's money going to people's pockets. Any relief as well on inheritance tax, which I think is absurdly high.
I'm fairly happy with things. England seems a pretty solid place. There are much worse off countries in the world. I suppose when I start earning properly, I'll start complaining. But I think right now I've got nothing to complain about, so I'm all right.
But the taxes are high, and it's like in a recession, so they need to lower the prices a bit so we can get more money as like student working part-time. So it'll be better for us, really.
I think transport should be cheaper. If the government want people to take public transport more, it should be cheaper, especially in London. That would definitely help people like us who just want to get to work and make a living.
I find it difficult to believe, much as I'd like to see many different taxes changes, that the government can possibly afford to make any changes. That's the trouble. I don't think it's realistic, but I agree with you entirely. I'd like to see inheritance tax come down.
Thanks, Dad.
Is there anything you think the government could be doing to help the current economic situation?
To be honest, I think they're probably doing as much as they can. They seem to be, taking it fairly seriously, investing a lot of money. I think the main thing is just confidence at the moment. The market probably just needs to get that confidence going before people start investing again.
Well, I think bailing out the big companies isn't exactly the way to go, at least from my perspective. I think that the money they're putting into the big companies could go a lot further on an individual basis.
Yeah.
Put more money into the economy than they are doing now, but then that's our taxpayers' money, so they shouldn't have got us there in the first place, basically.
Get rid of Gordon Brown. That's always a good one to start. Let's remember he was Chancellor of the Exchequer. He screwed everything up. So that's my opinion, yeah. I agree with her. I don't know much.
Get their own books in order. I think if the government gets their own stuff together and basically sets themselves up so that they're insulated and can react and respond to things that come in, especially in the global economy, then you can help everyone else do the same thing. It's starting to happen now. The United States is starting to do that, but it's a long process. Nothing's going to happen quickly. So we're in a long haul right now. Long ways to go.
Yeah.
Oh, not spending so much. Yes, I know that. Feel quite strongly that you've got to cut your cloth according to, your budget. And I think this long-term spending is, I don't think it'll work.
Well, I'm not sure if this quantitative easing has taken effect yet. I know that that's a pretty big step for them to take to put loads of cash into the economy.
It's not just the government. Everybody could put their help to do something by their environment and something.
And I think one thing we really need to do, that the government could do a lot more on, is making personal finance compulsory in schools. And quite frankly, it does need to be educated at a young age.
For more information about the budget, go to money.uk.msn.com.